That is phase 2 of How to Get Rich as a Comedian.
Okay, yes. And then phase 3
Which is you're kind of seeing the pattern here.
You're
now
seeing how it all is narrative.
We're easing into phase 3.
Yes. Which is, as we all know,
child labor.
Child labor.
No brainer.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't know this. You can get away with a lot with parody law. And
right.
So
you can skirt most of society's issues.
Yes. And so as long as you're just saying it's part of the act, you can have kids assemble iPhones or anything that you can then sell as merch at your merch table. But really, you're just selling child labored products.
I mean,
with such low overhead.
And you evade the law once it's a joke. I actually used to have a podcast on my own, and we were coming after the government hard. Really hard.
What was it called?
Bomb threats, like dark stuff.
Okay.
It was called dark stuff. It was actually called bomb threats, like dark stuff.
With Zack Chapeloni. Yeah. Tuesdays and Thursdays. I remember.
Yeah, twice a week we were cranking them out.
Yeah.
But when you love what you do, which is toppling capitalist country.
And bomb threats.
And sending out bomb threats.
Sometimes
Just in general.
Just for the fun.
Yeah, I'll get with causes I'm not even about. But I'm like, someone say bomb threat?
I'm in.
So the FBI shows up to my house one day.
The Federal Bureau of Investigation.
That's right.
Okay.
They kick in the door.
Rude.
They repelled.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, how'd you guys know the floor? Were you all right? Did some go one floor up or down?
Interesting.
So they come in through my apartment, kick it, and then I grab my podcast equipment. And I'm recording. They knew when I'd be sitting there recording. It's when my guard is down, because I'm just tunnel vision. And I pulled a gun to my head. And I'm like, don't take another step. And they're like, well, now you're definitely under arrest. And then I pulled the trigger, and there was a flag that came out that said bang. And they're like, God damn parody
loophole.
Law.
So they just let you off.
Yeah, well, that was the first time. And so then I had kidnapped the son of a oil tycoon in rural Texas.
Okay.
And I had held him hostage for a few weeks.
Okay.
FBI kicks in the door, right?
Totally.
They did the flash bomb one.
Oh, that can be a pain.
And I'm like, guys, if you closed your eyes that whole time, you see fine now. That's what, because I always have a question about their moves. Like, I wasn't expecting it, so I couldn't see.
Yeah.
But if they come in with eyes closed and then open after, are they fine? Yeah. They weren't talking to me. They were just like, get the fuck on the ground.
I think so that's good. It's a good question.
Totally.
They said, get the fuck on the ground. So rude.
And then they said, put your hands behind your back, you motherfucker.
Ugh.
And then and I put my hand behind my back. And I said, watch your grip with the cuffs. And they went to put the cuffs on me. I had a zapper on my hand.
Parody law.
I was fine.
So they let you
They were
go.
like, they were even like, did it actually zap him? And the guy was like, it zapped me a little bit.
So then what'd you end up doing with the kid?
They took the kid back.
Oh, they took the kid.
Yeah. He was, I would say confused the entire way through. So then I had taken control of a cruise ship.
Oh, like in Speed 2.
It's exactly like Speed 2.
Okay.
And we were driving deep.
Driving.
Boating?
I don't know. Is it driving? I guess so.
Captaining?
Driving in a boat? It's not
steering.
Steering.
Yeah. We were steering. I was steering.
Maneuvering
deep into Antarctica.
Traversing the ocean.
Antarctica. I had threatened to explode Antarctica, which
like
would
straight up Dr. Evil type
which
shit.
would lead to a shift in the magnetic poles. I had assumed. Right? I'm still doing my own research. So, I don't have all the time in the world. I'm a busy man.
Right.
So we get to Antarctica. Guess who shows up?
Who?
I'll give you a hint. Not full-blooded Italians.
The
Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Okay.
They
rappel down from the glaciers.
Helicopter thing.
Helicopter thing.
And they did the zzz, they're like, it's like a carabiner.
Yeah, I know the zzz.
And I'm like, and so when they came down, I'm like, if one of you slows down, does it fuck everything up? When you're all coming down, because you don't wait till they're completely off.
Let me guess, they didn't answer.
They barely looked at me. I mean, they were looking like in my area, but it felt like they were looking through me.
Okay. So you're in Antarctica. They've rappelled down from their helicopters, and at this point, they've detained you.
And then the side boats came up, and they climb up, and I'm like, now who gets which? Do you guys ask?
Do you switch off?
Is it up to you? Or are you just really good at helicopter? So anyway, they get in there, and they fucking smoke grenade fuck out of the place.
But you're outside, I thought.
No, I'm in the captain's thing.
Oh, in the boat, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And then so they arrest me. They get me in cuffs.
Okay.
They go, is there anything on your person that might hurt us? I go, there is something on my person. Mm-hmm. And I go, it's in my front shirt pocket.
Okay.
And they could see a little bit of it. They had grabbed it. It was just a little handkerchief. And I'm like, if you guys pull it, you're in for a real bad day.
Oh no, what happened?
They just kept pulling and pulling and pulling.
Parody law.
You can't touch me. You cannot touch me with parody law.
So now how does that work? Do they take the boat and you have to get home on your own, or are you going to sail home alone?
They had to leave. They could no longer be there.
Right. Well, also international parody law is even more complicated.
I know, man. NATO got involved.
Yeah.
And like one guy's listening to his translator thing. He's like, I don't think this is funny though. Does it have to be funny to be parody law?
No, unfortunately not.
Comedy's so subjective.